Jetzt kommt zum Schluss nochmal ein gigantischer Gast, denn wir sprechen jetzt über Gigantic und bei mir ist James Phinney von Motiga. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, glad to be here.
So first of all, can you explain how Gigantic works and how it sets itself apart from the MOBA competition?
Sure. In terms of being a MOBA, Gigantic certainly is a MOBA. It draws inspiration from a lot of different kinds of games.
Yeah.
But you pick a hero at the beginning. You're on a team of 5 fighting another team of 5. The hero that you pick is who you're playing through the whole match. Mm-hmm. You're going to level up during the course of the game and choose upgrades, upgrade the character based on the needs of the match. That's actually the only part of it that comes from traditional MOBAs.
Okay.
No lanes, no creeps. Yeah.
Ich muss es für euch übersetzen. Also es ist das, was auf dem traditionellen MOBA übernommen ist, man nimmt sich einen Helden, man levelt ihn innerhalb der Partie immer weiter auf, man muss diesen Helden behalten für die Dauer der Partie, aber das war es dann auch schon so ungefähr, was es mit anderen MOBAs gemeint hat. Es gibt keine Lanes und keine Creeps. Okay.
Yeah, no items, no jungling, no towers.
Okay, keine Items, kein Jungling, keine Tower.
Your goal is to kill a gigantic monster called a Guardian. Each team has one. And you need to attack it and wound it 3 times to win.
Okay, also das Hauptziel ist es, den Guardian des anderen Teams zu verwunden. Das muss man 3-mal machen und dann hat man gewonnen. So how do you wound a Guardian? How does that work?
So the way that it works is the Guardians are so tough and powerful you can't hurt it on your own. The only way to wound a Guardian is with the help of your Guardian. Mm-hmm. Most of the game you're trying to power up your Guardian. Whichever Guardian reaches full power will attack, overpower the other Guardian, hold it down, and that's when you can go in and strike.
Okay. So first of all, you have to make sure that your Guardian is up to
power, full power.
Yeah. Man muss also erst seinen eigenen Guardian voll aufpowern und dann, wenn der den anderen zu Boden ringt, dann kann man ihn verwunden. Now there were some tough times in development. We heard about that. The beta for the game was suspended. Can you talk a little about that? What happened?
Yeah, game development is very expensive, and we started to run out of money, and so we had to figure out how we were going to deal with that. It actually ended up being a great opportunity for us because it opened up the chance for the partnership with Perfect World, and that was a deal that was signed somewhat recently, and then we've started to move toward that. You know, when we'd been developing Gigantic before, it was for Xbox One and Windows 10 store only. Now anybody on any Windows PC can play it through Perfect World's Arc.
Es gab bei der Entwicklung von Gigantic ein bisschen Probleme. James hat es gerade erklärt, Spielentwicklung ist teuer und ihnen ist das Geld ausgegangen. Sah es ganz schön schlecht aus, aber dann hatten sie mit Perfect World jetzt einen neuen Partner, der sie da weiter unterstützt hat und das hat aber auch einen Vorteil gebracht, weil das Spiel nicht mehr nur länger für Xbox One und Windows 10 erscheint, sondern für alle Windows-Plattformen. Now the game is free to play, that's still correct, right?
Yes.
Which aspect of the game can you buy with microtransactions?
Right. So first, of course, it's very important that players never feel like it's pay to win or feel like it's sort of a punishing grind. So most of the things that you can buy either by playing the game and earning currency or by paying real money. The only things that are only real money are cosmetic.
Okay. So basically a standard free-to-play fair model, ja. Also es gibt in Gigantic natürlich Microtransactions, was ein Free-to-Play-Spiel ist, aber sie wollen kein Pay-to-Win, also das ist ja sehr löblich und man kann alles auch so erspielen. Das Einzige, was man nur für echtes Geld kaufen kann, sind kosmetische Gegenstände. Now the game is announced for Xbox and for Windows PC. Are you planning on having cross-platform multiplayer?
Yeah, we've already had it for a year or something like that. When we do our beta tests, Xbox One players can not only play with and against Windows 10 players, they can form parties. It was a big part of what Microsoft was trying to accomplish and why they wanted to partner with us initially in order to have games that could show the cross-platform play potential.
Ja. Also sie haben schon Cross-Platform-Play im Spiel eingebaut zwischen Xbox und Windows. Und das ist auch in der Beta schon drin gewesen. Also das war auch ein großer Punkt, warum sie da mit Microsoft zusammengekommen sind. Now the game used to be a Windows 10 exclusive and an Xbox One.
Yeah.
But now you've opened it up to other Windows platforms. does that also mean that it's coming to the PS4 eventually?
I believe the answer I have to give is we are focused right now on Windows 10, Xbox One, and then the ARC version. You know, exclusivity, which platforms you're on, these are business decisions that have to do with what lets you fund development. As a developer, you always want as many people as possible to play the game, but there's a reality to when you can do that and how you can do that.
Ich habe ihn gefragt, ob es auch eine PS4-Version geben wird, jetzt wo auch das Spiel nicht nur für Windows 10 erscheinen wird. Und da muss er halt sagen, das kann er so nicht beantworten. Sie konzentrieren sich jetzt erstmal auf die Version und es ist halt auch eine Entscheidung, eine wirtschaftliche Entscheidung, auf welche Plattform man das Spiel veröffentlicht. You suspended the beta for Gigantic. Any plans when it will be back?
Yeah, it should be before the end of the year. Okay. We have our list of things we wanted to do. The partnership with Perfect World meant moving all the server infrastructure, making a lot of changes on the back end, adding support for ARC parties and all these sorts of things. And so we're working through all that right now. When it first comes back, it'll just be stress test, make sure all the new hardware is okay. Yeah. And then if that goes well, we'll rapidly turn it to 24/7 and then we start looking at launch.
Okay, also die Beta ist ja unterbrochen worden und ich habe jetzt gefragt, wann sie wieder zurückkommt. Man will sie dann Ende des Jahres zurückbringen und es wird dann erstmal ein Stresstest sein, damit man sicher gehen kann, dass auch die ganze Hardware funktioniert. Now, players who visit Gamescom can play Gigantic. Can you explain what's playable at your booth?
Yeah, so right now when we're doing beta tests, there are 3 maps playable and 16 heroes. At Gamescom, we just have one of the maps, the map that we designed especially to be the most friendly to new players. Yeah. And 16 heroes. When we do our internal playtests, there are more maps and more heroes.
Okay, also hier am Gamescom-Stand kann man eine Karte und 16 Helden ausprobieren. Das ist natürlich ein bisschen weniger, als was in der Beta schon drin war. Aber sie haben sich dazu entschieden, hier die einsteigerfreundlichste Karte zu wählen, um da ins Spiel reinzukommen. Okay, so now we've talked about beta. Can you already talk about when you plan on having the game finished, or will it never be finished and always be an ongoing process?
Well, any online game you always have to think of as an ongoing process, but there is a point at which you think it's ready for launch.
Yeah.
And when we look at what we've been trying to focus on over the last year, it really is about getting us ready to launch. You know, you asked earlier, or maybe I'll let you translate that part and then I have more to say on
Also wie bei jedem Online-Spiel ist es eben so, dass das nie so... Ich habe gefragt, wann das Spiel dann fertig sein wird, was sie da planen, und die Antwort ist, jedes Online-Spiel ist nie so wirklich fertig, es wird immer weiter verbessert, aber natürlich nach dem Launch muss man sich erst noch Gedanken machen. Okay?
So you asked earlier about what makes it different from other MOBAs, and I gave you an answer about things that it is not.
Yeah.
But when we started to make the game, we didn't ask ourselves, what shouldn't it be? We asked ourselves, what should it be?
Yeah.
Our goal was to make the best online competitive game that had ever been made. Mm-hmm. Now, whether or not we can do it, we'll see. But that had a lot of ambition to it, and it meant both a game that a lot of people would be able to play and jump into and enjoy, but also a game that would have the level of depth, competitive balance, and strategy to keep serious players in for a long time.
Sie haben sich damals nicht gedacht, als sie das Spiel gemacht haben, was soll es alles nicht sein, um sich von der Konkurrenz abzuheben, sondern was soll es sein, und das war der ambitionierte Plan, das beste kompetitive Online-Spiel zu machen. Ob es das werden wird, das wird sich zeigen, aber es soll eben einfach diese Tiefe, diese taktische Tiefe mitbringen, damit es sich da im Markt behaupten kann. So, what's your target audience for the game? Does it? You already said at the Gamescom booth you have the very beginner-friendly map.
Yeah.
Is it a game that noobs can pick up and play, or are there certain skills required?
Yeah, so this is actually one of the other things that really distinguishes Gigantic. We wanted a lot of people to play it, and so it's a very fast-paced game, but we design all the characters with different kind of players in mind. Yeah. So there are characters designed for somebody who plays a lot of shooters, but maybe doesn't play things with games with like complicated skills. So there are characters designed for people who play action games, quick reflexes, no timing and spacing and spatial awareness, but maybe don't necessarily have the best aim. Yeah. And then there are characters designed for people who play RPGs and can deal with more sophisticated skill interactions, maybe don't have the same twitch skills. shooters, action games, RPGs, and then a lot of characters are mixed because a lot of players are mixed.
Does it show that in the HUD, or are there tutorial tips that advise you to pick this hero?
We're still working on like how we express that. We mainly talk about their role a little bit. You know, a lot of the characters say like shooter or shooter tank or shooter assassin, and that means you should have some shooter skills.
Ich habe ihn jetzt gefragt, für wen das Spiel gedacht ist. Es ist aber auch Einsteiger, dass man versuchen könnte, ob man da der totale Moba-Checker sein muss. Und in Gigantic ist es so, dass sich das vom Helden abhängig macht. Also es gibt unterschiedliche Arten von Helden. Einige sind eben für Shooter-Spieler gedacht, die gut zielen können, schnelle Reflexe haben. Dann gibt es wieder andere, die eher Moba-Spieler ansprechen, die eben viel Micromanagement und sowas angehen. Also es sind unterschiedliche Spielertypen, die da bedient werden. Okay, I think that's it. It was really great having you on the show. Das war's soweit mit dem Stream. Wir machen jetzt gleich eine kurze Pause und dann geht's weiter mit unserem Debriefing. Bis gleich. Halt, ich kriege gerade eine wichtige Nachricht mit, denn you haven't signed our Jenga thing. Okay. Es ist schon etwas spät am Abend, Entschuldigung.
Okay.
So, pull one out from... ja. Okay. Und while you sign, pull one out and sign, I have an announcement to make. Was ich nämlich auch noch vergessen habe, ist, wir hatten ja heute Mother Russia. Das sollte eigentlich heute Vormittag schon passieren. Diesen Slot haben wir aber getauscht. Das heißt, das kommt jetzt auch noch. Das heißt, vergesst die letzten 5 Sätze, die ich gesagt habe. Alles totaler Quatsch. Okay, you already pulled one out and it didn't fall over. Oh, okay. And now put it on top. Okay, I think now we're done. Das war's soweit. Bis gleich.
Thank you.